All right, youthful audio here. I'm gonna let my man spill his ideology to you, and then I'm gonna put some good gloss on there and give you the truth, because that's what you need in order to get to the bottom of this of what the hell is really going on. Here we go.
System came into power. And what does the Lord say about money? The love of money is the root of all evil. So basically the money that you're carrying in your pocket is nothing but the Jesuit-controlled fiat currency. Why is April 15th so significant? It is the day that all 14th Amendment citizens of this American empire, like the good serfs that they are, go to confession once a year and confess to the government with their tax returns.
That's true.
We're going to show that you're nothing but a Roman citizen under the 14th Amendment. First of all, we'll start out that in law, every letter in a word is important.
He's absolutely right.
We're going to show you in the Constitution the difference between the big C versus the little c. To show you the difference, we're going to look in this little book called the Constitution of the United States. If you have one, pick it up and look at it, and read it and study it. The first time the Constitution mentions a citizen, it's in capital C of the United States. This is Article 1, Section 2. We're going to go through here and show you throughout this that there was a time when there were big capital C sovereign citizens of this country. It says here, no person except a natural-born capital C citizen or a capital C citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible to the office of President. We continue to highlight throughout the...
I heard this motherfucker, what he just said, that bullshit terminology he just used. He just said it. And that's where it come from. I mean, yeah, without a doubt, dude. I mean, he just said sovereign citizen, the big C.
Constitution, all the capital C citizenships. Again, we see here, capital C, capital C. Now we're going into the Bill of Rights, and you can see that citizenship is still under the capital C, sovereign. This is why the Jesuits are laughing so much, because they created a dual citizenship here in the United States. This is the 14th Amendment. It was created on July 9th, 1868. And look at this, jurisdiction thereof are little c's, citizenship. First time we've seen that in our Bill of Rights and our Constitution. Then it goes on, talks about the little c. And it says, to any person within its jurisdiction. So now we created a dual citizenship under the Vatican. If you look at the 13th Amendment, prior to the 14th, when they changed the citizenship, it used to say their jurisdiction, meaning the state's jurisdiction. And as we see down here, now it says its jurisdiction, the federal's jurisdiction, which is basically under the Jesuits. After the amendment was changed...
Now, I've got one. I'm here to one up a motherfucker. You know, that's what I'm all about, dude. I mean, and I hate to do it, because, I mean, he what he's saying here proves that I'm wrong. Here's what you need to know. Right here. I've read it 15 times. I'm doing it in every other video. I'm bringing this up here because this document right here is it puts all of what he's speculating about to bed. It puts it to rest. I mean, there's no doubt about it. There are two citizenships, and until you get that federal passport, what says that you got diplomatic immunity, you ain't got no protection, man. So I'm sorry to be the one to tell my man he wrong, but he wrong, man. You see what I mean? You can look at it however you want to, but I prefer to look at it like this here. You didn't have no protection till the federal government stepped in here and came with the 14th Amendment. You didn't have none. You had no protection. You see what I mean? And then you know that 14th Amendment protects your ass. That's why all the shields fucking come on here with this shit. What is my man telling you? Because they're trying to scare your ass away from where you need to be. That's what they do.
In the 14th Amendment, you can see as you read on in the Constitution and Bill of Rights, you see that it says the right of the little c.
Yeah, because until you establish your damn trust in a state, your government, you don't have none. You see what I mean? It puts the onus on you, on everybody, on every individual, because that's what a republic's all about. You guys, it's on you, man. You got to man the position.
Showing you it continues, the right of the little c. Here's the 24th Amendment, Roman numerals. The right of the little c of the United States to vote. And here in Amendment 24 goes on and says the right of the little c of the United States. Now if you want more information on this where you can prove it to yourself by doing your homework, go to the internet, type into the search engine 14th Amendment America, and you will find out what this is all about. You'll find out you're not under the jurisdiction of the United States Constitution, but that you're under a jurisdiction that is foreign to our Constitution. I like to point this out. I got this in the mail. It's a
basically what it boils down to is it's set up to where sure you have you know you got the position that you got off the your beginner piece. It ain't what you want. You know what I mean? You know, they gave you the right to vote, and you know they gave you a few little things, but the people thought they wanted, but they set it up to where they still had an advantage over your ass, because they know how the trust operate and you don't.
Voter registration, and on this registration it says voter declaration and big C citizen affidavit. And it says, I do swear and affirm under the penalties for voting fraud set forth in Utah Code and subject to the penalty of law for false statements that the information contained in this form is true, that I am a little c. Now why would they put a big C and then they says, I swear by signing it that I'm trading in my big C citizenship in for a little c.
Bam.
Of the United States.
There you go.
Resident of the state of Utah. See how they get you?
Mm-hmm.
They do it through ignorance, folks. They send you these voter registration forms, the driver's license forms. You read it for yourself, and you'll see that there is a power shift from your sovereign citizen of the Constitution to a little c of the United States, which is a different jurisdiction than the Constitution.
Hey.
What would it be?
Hey, I'm telling you.
You like not to go to confession and to confess about your income tax under the American 14th Amendment America. If we were the big C citizenship, we would be living the Constitution and following this amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. So we'd have
diplomatic
by
immunity.
God not to, or by the Constitution, not to confess, but yet we do it anyway because of the fear of the IRS and the Roman Empire.
We didn't know no better, man.
All mainstream churches were taken over by 1980. A secret sign was to be given to the Jesuits worldwide when the movement had successfully wiped out Protestants in preparation for the signing of the Concordat between the Vatican and the U.S. The sign was to be when a president of the U.S. took office facing the obelisk. For the first time in U.S. history, the swearing...
Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. If there's anything else on here when I need to hit on, I'll come back. But until then, I'm gonna jump off here. Good tidings to you and yours. Take care.